The question is log of f of x is equal to log of 2 plus x minus log of 2 minus x, log of 2 plus x upon 2 minus x upon tan x. Here we have that x is not equal to 0 and the second part is equal to 10 by 7 where x is equal to 0. X is not equal to 0. Okay, x is not equal to 0. Now is equal to 1 when x is not equal to 0. Okay, now it's type 1. The function is continuous at x is equal to 0 if limit x tends to 0 f of x is equal to f of 0. This is equation 1. Now I'll take the left hand side. This is the left hand side. So I'll write with limit x tends to 0 f of x is equal to limit x tends to 0 log of 2 plus x minus log of 2 minus x the whole upon tan x. The whole upon tan x. Now, the whole upon tan x. Now, I know the formula is log A minus log B. So, सबसे पहले I am going to take it as log of A upon B the whole upon tan x. Now from the numerator and denominator, what I am going to do is, from the numerator I have taken 2 common, from the denominator I have taken 2 common, and I am left with is equal to limit x tends to 0. This will become into 1 upon tan x. This will become log of 1 plus x by 2 upon 1 minus x by 2 into 1 upon tan x. Now, the actual formula that we are supposed to use is limit x tends to 0 log of 1 plus x upon x is equal to y. This is the formula. This is the formula that is required. According to this again is log A upon B. And according to the formula, I know that log A upon B is nothing but log A minus log B. So this will become is equal to limit x tends to 0 log of 1 plus x minus log of 1 minus x upon tan x. Now I came back to the same thing, but see the difference. What I did was I required this 2 to be 1. So I had to go through the entire process to make sure that this is log of 1 plus x by 2. Okay, this is 1 plus x by 2. And now I can solve it separately. Now how do I solve it separately? I know that both the log terms require x in the denominator. So 1 plus x by 2 minus log of 1 minus x by 2 upon x into x upon tan x. Now we know that x upon tan x is 1. Now I can separate it. So see, I am going to write all the 3 terms different. Limit x tends to 0. This will become log of 1 plus x by 2. And here I will multiply and divide by 2. ये एक x आ गया यहाँ पे, तो x को multiply and divide by 2 minus limit x tends to 0 log of 1 minus x by 2 and यहाँ पे x है, So I will multiply and divide by -2. And this entire thing is in one term. See, these two terms are together. And last में आता है multiplied by limit x tends to 0 x upon tan x. And now when I solve this, pay attention here everyone. Now when I solve this, can anyone tell me what this entire term will become? This will become 1. What this entire term will become? 1. So first part का answer is half minus half into 1, and my answer is 1. So a very important sum. We got the same thing here, but see the difference. Here you can directly, and some people take directly as 2. Now I'll just explain how we can take directly also. Log of 2 plus x minus log of 2 minus x. ठीक है, upon tan x तो है ही. So I'm just telling you, I'm just teaching you how you can take it common. Now imagine if I take 2 common outside, this will become 1 plus x by 2 minus log of 2 into 1 minus x by 2 upon tan x. I'm just showing you both the methods. And this is log AB. Guys, log AB is log A plus log B minus, this is also log AB, that is log A plus log AB, बाहर minus है, so minus of log 1 minus x by 2 upon tan x. Now if you pay attention, ये देखो, you got the same step. So it is very important for you to understand how the process went, and the shortcut method is, this can be written as, I can take 2 common, this becomes log AB is log A plus log B. Again, this is log A plus log B, but there is a minus sign, so this plus will become minus, this gets cancelled, and then my question will become limit x tends to 0 log of 1 plus x by 2 minus log of 1 minus x by 2 upon tan x. It's the same step that we got, guys. Log of 1 plus x by 2 minus log of 1 minus x by 2 upon tan x. The same step you have got. So you just land up doing a little extra, and the little extra is basically 1, 2, 3 and the 4th step. And here also the same method, 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th step. So you need to understand that I can write it together and solve it, or from this point onwards I can directly take the term common. Has everybody understood this? Anybody has any doubts? Now question number 4th. First का question number 4th. Okay, first का question number 4th. From the booklet, first exercise का question number 4th, a very important sum. A very important sum. I'll just write the question. F of x is equal to log x minus log 7 upon x minus 7, where x is not equal to 7, is equal to 7 when x is equal to 7. Now guys, a very important sum. First I'll write the statements. The function is continuous at x is equal to 7 if limit x tends to 7 f of x is equal to f of 7. This is my equation 1. Now I'll take the left hand side. Limit x tends to 7 f of x, guys, is nothing but limit x tends to 7 log x minus log 7 upon x minus 7. And this is where one of the most important concept of limits will come again. Whenever there is an equation given in the denominator, we take x is equal to limit plus h. Whenever there is an equation, if you look at all the previous sums that we have done, your denominator was either a single term or it was forming a formula. Either was single term, या तो tan x था या तो sin x था. If there was x minus 1 also, it was forming a direct formula from the numerator. Here we use the shifting part of the denominator, where we start with let x is equal to limit plus h, therefore x minus 7 is equal to h, x tends to 7, x not equal to 7, h tends to 0, and h not equal to 0. This is a very, very, very important concept where we use the shifting of the denominator. X is equal to limit plus h. Now, if you pay attention, my question has now become limit x tends to 7 f of x is equal to limit h tends to 0. Log x will become log 7 plus h minus log 7, and guys, x minus 7 is nothing but h. So my denominator, which was a linear term, has become a single term, and since it has become a single term, I have the formula for log a minus log b is log a upon b the whole upon h, which will become limit h tends to 0 log of 1 plus h by 7 upon h. According to the formula that we had written, according to the formula, log of 1 plus whatever is the x term, the same term should come in the denominator. My answer will become 1. So what I am going to do is, so I am going to multiply and divide by 7. Can you guys tell me, ये पूरे term का answer क्या रहेगा? This will become 1. So what is the answer, guys? So my answer is 1 by 7. This is equation 2. Guys, what is equation 3 का value? 7. What is equation 3 का value? 7. Are they same? Therefore the function is discontinuous. So I'll write f of 7 is equal to 7. 3. Therefore from 2 and 3, limit x tends to 7 f of x is not equal to f of 7. Hence the function is discontinuous. This is how we proceed with these kind of sums, where we have to understand whether the function is continuous or whether the function is discontinuous. Please start writing. Now the next question. Question number 9th. F of x is equal to 1 minus sin x upon pi by 2 minus x, where x is not equal to pi by 2. Where x is not equal to pi by 2, the whole square. Where x is not equal to pi by 2 and is equal to 3, where x is equal to pi by 2. Now, the function is continuous at x is equal to pi by 2 if limit x tends to pi by 2, f of x is equal to f of pi by 2. This is equation 1. Limit x tends to pi by 2 f of x. I'll take the first equation, which is limit x tends to pi by 2, 1 minus sin x the whole upon pi by 2 minus x the whole square. Now denominator is an equation. I need a single term. So I'll write x is equal to pi by 2 plus h. Therefore, pi by 2 minus x is equal to minus h. I have got my denominator. Then my limits will change. Since x tends to pi by 2, x is not equal to pi by 2, and my limit now is becoming h tends to 0, h is not equal to 0. A very, very, very important step. Whenever you substitute, whenever you change everything in terms of h, my limit from x will also change in terms of x. So this will become limit. This will become limit x tends to pi by 2 f of x, and right hand side everything in terms of x becomes h. So limit h tends to 0. 1 minus sine of x is nothing but pi by 2 plus h, and my denominator becomes minus h the whole square. According to trigonometry, pi by 2 pe my function will change. This will become 1 minus cos h. Pi by 2 plus h is in the second quadrant, and in the second quadrant sine is positive. So my answer is 1 minus cos h upon h square. According to the half angle of trigonometry, 1 minus cos theta is 2 sine square theta by 2. So 1 minus cos h will become 2 sine square h by 2 upon h square. Now we know the formula sin x upon x is 1. Sine square h by 2. Matlab if in the denominator I need h by 2 ka square, I have h square. The only thing missing is 4. And if you pay attention, this entire term becomes 1. And since this becomes 1, this will become 2 into 1 by 4, which is 1 by 2. This is equation 2. But the answer is given as 3, which is not matching. Therefore, equation 2 का आंसर 2 आ गया. f of pi by 2 is 3, which is equation 3. Therefore, limit x tends to pi by 2 f of x is not equal to f of pi by 2. Hence, the function is discontinuous. The function is discontinuous because according to the formula, it does not satisfy the condition. So we have covered each and every formula. We started with e raised to x minus 1 upon x. We went for sin x upon x. We went for tan x upon x. We went to 1 plus x raised to 1 upon x. Log of 1 plus x upon x. A raised to x minus 1 upon x. And the substitution where denominator is an equation where you convert the equation into a single term. Has everybody understood this? Please write this. Now, what happens about special functions? Even without writing the entire question, let's take an example. ये क्वेश्चन दिया, x का वैल्यू दिया ही नहीं है. Okay, it's a very simple scenario. Now, if someone tells me कि let's take an example कि x is equal to 0. एक बंदे ने बोला कि x is equal to 0 है. ठीक है, चलेगा, no problem. Okay, and this is 0, x not equal to 0, and this is 0 when x is equal to 0. Okay, and someone else tells me the next question is same question. F of x is equal to mod x. Say for example x is equal to not equal to 1 and is equal to 0 is equal to 1 where x is equal to 1. Now the problem that happens is यहाँ पे ना 0 पे है तो इसका आंसर 0 ही होगा, कुछ भी हो जाए इसका आंसर will be 0. Mod function, when I substitute any time when you write mod x, guys, mod x, okay, mod x का मतलब होता है it is either plus x or minus x. Okay, अब यहाँ पे 0 डाल दिया, ये भी 0 है, मेरा फंक्शन कंटिन्यूस हो गया. Now let's change the question a little bit. This is my question. Okay, this is my question. ये निकाल देते हैं 2 मिनट में. This is my question. I don't even solve this. This gets me thinking कि अरे यार ये तो है प्लस माइनस एक्स अपॉन एक्स. कैन यू टेल मी इसका आंसर क्या रहेगा? प्लस माइनस वन. ये अपने आप में ही कंटिन्यूस नहीं है. टिल नाउ whatever sums you have solved, you got only one answer. Here, by removing mod sign, in the first part itself, you have got two different answers which are not matching. So remember this. Whenever I write any value, say for example mod x upon x, I know for sure that this is going to be a discontinuous function, a special function. Okay, one more example I'll give you. A very important example. We'll brush up the concept. This is the concept of greatest integer function. This is the concept of greatest integer function. अब सुनो, I'll just brush up the concept of greatest integer. 1.1 का greatest integer is going to be 1. Minus 6.6 का greatest integer is going to be minus 7. Now I'll ask you a simple question. ठीक है, देखो ध्यान से. My question is f of x is equal to greatest integer function of x. Okay, where x is not equal to 0. Let me explain this question. ये एक ही क्वेश्चन ले रहा हूँ मैं. X is not, I'm not even writing the second part. Now let me explain this and please understand this. ये है मेरा number line. My number line is from minus infinity to pre-infinity. और मैं 0 पे खड़ा हूँ. Guys, I am standing at 0. I am standing at 0. This is plus infinity and this is minus infinity. Okay, I am standing at 0. मैंने क्या किया? मैं यहाँ से ना h distance पे चला and this has become 0 minus h. Take h as a very small value. Assume करो, समझो h is 0.1. Small value 0.1. And second case के लिए मैं h यहाँ पे चला and this has become 0 plus h. And h is 0.1. Now my question stands. मैंने x के जगह डाल दिया सबसे पहले लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट में मैंने x के जगह डाल दिया है 0 minus h. Now in your mind guys, what is h का value? What is 0 minus 0.1? 0 minus 0.1 कितना होता है? Minus 0.9. What is the greatest integer function of minus 0.9? Minus 1. देखो ध्यान से. Minus 1. Perfect. Very good. Let's take the right hand limit. 0 plus h. मैंने ना सेकेंड पार्ट लिखा ही नहीं है क्वेश्चन का. h का वैल्यू क्या है? 0.1. What is 0 plus 0.1? What is 0 plus 0.1? 0.1. What is the greatest integer function of 0.1? What is the greatest integer function of 0.1? 0. Are the answers matching? For one function, that is the mod function. For one function, that is the greatest. देखो mod का example लिया, mod x upon x. Greatest integer में सिर्फ greatest integer function of x लिया. And I have realized for greatest integer function of x, for left hand limit, I have put x is equal to 0 minus h. And right hand limit, I have put x is equal to 0 plus h. 0 minus h का answer is minus 1. 0 plus h का answer is 0. Hence the function is discontinuous. Doesn't matter what is given in the second part of the sum. वो first part में अपने आप का ही आंसर मैच नहीं कर पा रहे. That is why signum function, greatest integer function. I'll give you signum का example. Signum function. I'll explain it to you. What is signum function? Signum function. Signum function का मतलब ये होता है अगर ऐसे लिखते हैं SGN x ऐसे लिखते हैं इसका तीन कंडीशन है. Guys, अगर x is greater than 0 मेरा आंसर 1 रहेगा. If x is equal to 0, what is the answer? 0. And if x is less than 0, what is the answer? Minus 1. Again, ये है minus infinity. I am standing at 0. I'll take a value that is 0 plus h. Now tell me, 0 plus h is positive or negative? तो उसका आंसर क्या रहेगा? 1. 0 minus h is positive or negative? नेगेटिव का आंसर क्या रहेगा? -1. और अगर मैं 0 पे खड़ा रहेगा तो मेरा आंसर क्या रहेगा? I'm getting 3 different answers. So at 0, my answer is 0. Plus h पे I'll write it, don't worry. Signum of, this is for x is less than 0. 0 minus h will become signum of minus h, where this is less than 0, तो इसका value है -1. For x is equal to 0, guys, signum of 0 is equal to 0. And for x is greater than 0, signum of 0 plus h is equal to signum of h, where h is greater than 1, greater than 0, तो इसका आंसर है 1. Greatest integer function, modulus function, signum function, even fractional function for that one. All these functions, the special functions, they won't be continuous. And they will be continuous at very rare points. Say for example, mod function continuous होता है सिर्फ 0 पे, only 0 पे, 1 पे नहीं होगा, because 1 plus minus 1 हो जाएगा, 2 पे plus minus 2, 3 पे plus minus 3, 4 पे plus minus 4. 0 पे there is, in math there is nothing called as plus minus 0. It's 0. 0 is neither positive nor negative. So only at x is equal to 0. अब ये क्वेश्चन में ना x 0 भी नहीं हो सकता. Can you tell me why x won't be equal to 0? Denominator 0 बन रहा है. And basic rule of maths tells you that denominator cannot be equal to 0. अगर सिर्फ x होता था तो I can say that ये continuous है at x is equal to 0. बस, क्योंकि mod 1 is plus minus 1, तो खुद को ही वो इक्वल नहीं कर रहा है, तो it won't be a continuous function. Has everybody understood this? Anybody has any doubts? Please write down the special functions, everyone. Type 2. Now the question will be given like this: x greater than limit x is equal to limit x less than limit x greater than limit x equal to limit, and x will be less than limit. For example, and the sentences will also be written in the same manner. Let's take an example. F of x is equal to, question number 11, f of x is equal to x where 0 less than x less than equal to half. 0 less than equal to x less than half. 0 less than x less than equal to half, and zero less than equal to x less than half. Okay. Second part is 1 minus x half less than equal to x less than 1. Okay, now listen carefully. I know that my limit, it looks like this. मेरा लिमिट ब्रेक हो रहा है, मेरा लिमिट हाफ पे ब्रेक हो रहा है. So here all the values of x are less than half, and for these values of x all these values are greater than half. Any value that is less than half, we write x tends to half minus. Half minus का मतलब होता है x is less than half. इसका मतलब होता है x is greater than half. And ये point का मतलब होता है x is equal to half. So I understand that whenever we do the sums, if I am standing at half, I will be x is equal to half. If the question is given in such a way, first I will check for all values of x which are less than half, which can be denoted by x tends to half minus. Second part is I check for all values of x where x is greater than half, matlab half plus. And how my statements fold is like this. My first part of the statement will be the same with a minor change. The function is continuous at x is equal to half. Now guys, this is the turning point, or this is the stationary point, or this is the route which will be doing in AOD. जहाँ पे ये ब्रेक होते हैं इसको ब्रेक पॉइंट बोलते हैं, या इसको स्टेशनरी पॉइंट बोलते हैं, या इसको टर्निंग पॉइंट बोलते हैं, या इसको क्रिटिकल पॉइंट बोलते हैं. मतलब फॉर दिस वैल्यू ऑफ x द लिमिट्स इज चेंजिंग, वी कैन कॉल इट टर्निंग पॉइंट, बिकॉज इस वैल्यू पे ना माई इक्वेशन इज टर्निंग. टिल फॉर 0 to half my value is x, from half to 1 my value is 1 minus x. My statement says the function is continuous at x is equal to half if limit x tends to half minus f of x is equal to limit x tends to half plus f of x is equal to f of half. अब मैंने क्या लिखा है, मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ कि फंक्शन हाफ पे तब कंटिन्यूस रहेगा जब लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट विच इज लेस देन हाफ इज इक्वल टू राइट हैंड लिमिट विच इज ग्रेटर देन हाफ इज इक्वल टू एफ ऑफ हाफ. अब इसमें ना एफ ऑफ हाफ दिया नहीं, यू कैन सब्स्टिट्यूट एफ ऑफ हाफ हियर, सो नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम, बिकॉज देखो यहाँ पे ना ये एक्चुअली ऐसा आना चाहिए, should be like this, okay, but इसको हम लोग ऐसे ले लेंगे, नो प्रॉब्लम. अब सुनो मेरा बात ध्यान से, we'll start with limit x tends to half minus f of x. Now, of these two equations, which is the equation where x is less than half? The first one or the second one? First one. So I'll write the first one. The first one is limit x tends to half x. Now I can't do anything else. I just have to substitute the value of x as half, and this is my equation 2. Guys, this is my equation 1. Then I will take the right hand side. Limit x tends to half plus f of x is equal to limit x tends to half 1 minus x, because this is the equation where x is greater than half, which is 1 minus half, which is equal to half, and this is equation 3. And I have understood that x tends to half minus f of x का answer is half, x tends to half plus f of x का answer is half, hence my function is continuous. So can you tell me it is the function is continuous because limit x tends to half minus f of x is equal to limit x tends to half plus f of x is equal to f of half. Therefore, the function is continuous. And my function is continuous because my left hand limit and my right hand limit are same. Now, listen carefully. If someone wants to do by the h method, okay, I leave it up to you the option, whatever you feel. Now f of x is x 0 less than equal to x less than half is equal to 1 minus x half less than equal to x less than 1. Now I'll take left hand limit, x is equal to half minus h. Okay, h का method से, so this will become limit x tends to half f of x, which will become limit h tends to 0 half minus h. Guys, what is the value of h? What is the value of h? So what is the answer that I get? Half. My answer is half. Now I'll take x is equal to half plus h. Half plus h is where x is greater than half. So I'll write limit x tends to half f of x is equal to limit h tends to 0. Okay, and this will become 1 minus x का value is half plus h, which is limit h tends to 0, 1 minus half minus h is 0, and my answer is half. So what I have done is in left hand limit, जहाँ पे भी x है in the question, जहाँ पे भी x है, substitute x का value is half minus h, और right hand limit में जहाँ पे भी x है, you don't have to think. Wherever there is x on the right hand side, wherever there is x, put limit plus h, and the left hand side, wherever there is x, you will put limit minus h. This is the second method. So both the methods are same. Both are same. Here also we are doing the same thing. In here, I have the luxury that I am not using h. I am directly substituting value. X ke jagah I am putting half here. For half minus, this is the equation. For half plus, this is the second equation. Here also, half minus h is the first equation. Half plus h is the second equation. So both method mein se, whatever is comfort, it's the same. Whatever is comfortable for you, you will follow that method. Okay? Please write this down. Now, this is the question. Now, the thing is that I have to check the continuity at 3 points, at 2 points. सबसे पहले I am going to check for 3 and then I am going to check for 6. So, a very important sum. 2 sums combined together in one. So, first I'll check for 3. I'll start with the function is continuous at x is equal to 3 if limit x tends to 3 minus f of x is equal to limit x tends to 3 plus f of x. Okay, 3 minus matlab the first equation, 3 plus matlab the second equation. So I will take this as equation 1. You can write f of 3 also is equal to f of 3. See, f of 3 is the same equation. That is the second equation. Okay, f of 3 is the second equation. तो सेकेंड इक्वेशन एक बार सॉल्व करो, बार बार सॉल्व करने की जरूरत नहीं. नाउ आई टेक द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड. लिमिट x टेंड्स टू 3 माइनस f of x is equal to limit x tends to 3. Guys, 3 minus f of x is x square minus 9 upon x minus 3. I'll simplify this. So this will become limit x tends to 3 x minus 3 x plus 3 upon x minus 3. ये निकला मेरा x minus 3, ये निकला मेरा x minus 3. So I am left with limit x tends to 3 x plus 3, and my reason is whenever you cancel something, since x tends to 3, x not equal to 3 and x minus 3 is not equal to 0. Since x tends to 3, x is not equal to 3 and x minus 3 is not equal to 0. Now I can directly substitute the value 3 plus 3 which is equal to 6. This is my equation 2. So इसका answer 6 आ गया. Now let's check इसका answer 6 से क्या. Limit x tends to 3 plus f of x is equal to limit x tends to 3 x plus 3, which is 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. And I have realized that left hand limit and right hand limit are exactly the same for 3. Therefore, I will write limit x tends to 3 minus f of x is equal to limit x tends to 3 plus f of x. And therefore, the function is continuous at x is equal to 3. Okay, how many of you have not understood this? Has everybody understood for x is equal to 3? So I have realized that x is equal to 3, it is continuous. But as I told you, here we have to check for x is equal to 3 and I have to check for x is equal to 6. So x is equal to 3 continuous aa gaya. Now the same scenario will repeat for x is equal to 6. But there's a small change. For x is equal to 6, these are the two equations that I will be equating. I cannot equate the first equation because first equation mein, it is starting from 0 and ending at 3. Second equation will start from 3 to 6. अब यहाँ पे turning point और stationary point या critical point या जहाँ पे मेरा function change हो रहा है वो है x is equal to 6. So I'll write the same statement. The function is continuous at x is equal to 6. Same. Where limit x tends to 6 minus f of x is equal to limit x tends to 6 plus f of x is equal to f of 6. This is my equation 3 हो गया. 1, 2, 3. This is my equation 4. Now I'll take the left hand limit. Limit x tends to 6 minus f of x is equal to nothing but limit x tends to 6. This is 6 minus, which is x plus 3, which is 6 plus 3, which is equal to 9. And limit x tends to 6 plus f of x is equal to limit x tends to 6. This will become x square minus 9 upon x plus 3. Can anyone tell me how will I solve this? How will I solve this? I can directly substitute the value of x. Can you tell me why?
Because the
Denominator is not becoming 0. See, here we have to simplify because अगर मैंने x का value 3 डाला, my denominator is becoming 0. I'm not telling you that don't simplify. You can simplify. But you have to be very careful कि यार मेरा denominator 0 नहीं हो रहा है, तो why putting any formula? So this will become 6 square minus 9 upon 6 plus 3. क्या रहेगा answer? 27 by 9. What is 27 by 9? 3. I directly substitute the values. So now tell me, is the function continuous? Because what is 6 minus का answer? 9. What is 6 plus का answer? Therefore the function is? Yes. So now I have understood that it is continuous for x is equal to 3. But it is not it is continuous for x is equal to 3, but it is not continuous for x is equal to 6. Please start writing. Now this sum is a very important sum. Why this is important? देखो x is equal to 0 पे दिया है. Now this sum we are going to solve by the H method because it is advisable to solve by the H method. This is x is equal to 0. Now x is not equal to 0 मतलब मेरे पास दो ऑप्शन है. I can use x का value as 0 minus h. This is your left hand limit, guys. Okay, please try to understand the question. This is the last sum for today. This is 0 plus h, that is right hand limit. Now what I'll do is I'll start with left hand limit. Let's try to understand this question. Left hand limit में मुझे कुछ नहीं करना है. I'll write x is equal to 0 minus h. जैसे ही मैंने x is equal to 0 minus h डाला, see what my question is going to become. Limit h tends to 0, e raised to 1 upon 0 minus h minus 1 upon e raised to 1 upon 0 minus h plus 1. As I told you guys, हमें कुछ नहीं करना है. जहाँ पे भी x है, लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट में, सुनो मेरी बात ध्यान से, जहाँ पे भी x है, लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट में x के जगह लिमिट माइनस x को सब्स्टिट्यूट करो. राइट हैंड लिमिट में x इज इक्वल टू लिमिट प्लस h को सब्स्टिट्यूट करो. सो विल स्टार्ट विथ लिमिट माइनस h. नाउ व्हेन आई सिंप्लीफाई दिस विल बिकम h टेंड्स टू 0, e raised to minus 1 by h minus 1, e raised to minus 1 by h plus 1. Okay. E raised to minus 1 by h minus 1, e raised to minus 1 by h plus 1. I go into further simplification. Since my power is negative, I have the luxury of writing it as e raised to 1 by h minus 1 upon 1 upon e raised to 1 by h plus 1. Now listen carefully, guys. Okay, please pay attention. My h is tending to 0. Now step by step, please understand this. My h is tending to 0. Guys, if h is tending to 0, what is 1 upon 0? Very good. 1 upon 0 is infinity. What is e raised to infinity? Infinity. E raised to infinity is infinity. Guys, what is 1 upon infinity? 0. So this first term becomes 0 and I get 0 minus 1 upon 0 plus 1. What is the answer? Minus 1. Finish. I'll repeat again. H is tending to 0. So 1 upon 0 becomes infinity. e raised to infinity is infinity, and 1 upon infinity is what? 0. Let's start with the right hand limit. Okay, let's start with right hand limit. देखो ध्यान से यहाँ पे right hand limit is x is equal to 0 plus h. I'm not doing anything extra. X is equal to 0 plus h. This will become limit h tends to 0 e raised to 1 upon 0 plus h minus 1, sorry, minus 1 upon e raised to 1 upon 0 plus h plus 1. Guys, when I simplify this further, यहाँ पे लिख लेता. When I simplify this further, this will become limit h tends to 0 e raised to n by h minus 1 upon e raised to 1 by h plus 1. अब ना इसमें कुछ कैंसिल नहीं हो रहा और ये बहुत बड़ा इशू है. ये इन्फिनिटी अभी भी बन रहा है. So it's not helpful. See, when my power was negative, all of us done, the first term became 0. यहाँ पे h को अगर 0 डाला तो it will become e raised to infinity, which is infinity. Now we are left with only one option. From the numerator, now please pay attention guys. From the numerator, I am going to take e raised to 1 by h common. So inside I will be left with 1 minus 1 upon e raised to 1 by h. Did you understand what I did? And in the denominator also, I will take e raised to 1 by h common. And I got 1 plus 1 upon e raised to 1 by h. The reason I did was, first of all, this gets cancelled. थोड़ा अच्छे से कैंसिल करते हैं. अब सुनो ध्यान से. Guys, let's start again. h is tending to 1 upon 0 is e raised to infinity is 1 upon infinity is. तो देखो आंसर क्या हो गया. क्या हो गया? 1 minus 0 upon 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. But the problem is I got this answer as, and this is 1. Did you guys understand this? So this is how you solve each and every continuity sum. You get confused, limit दिया है, in the value of x put limit minus h, in the value of x put limit plus h, and you get the answer. Understood everyone? Give me 2 minutes.